Mark Zuckerberg's Meta Superintelligence bet, $4.7 trillion giant or the biggest AI bubble. The stakes. Some bets in tech history changed everything: the iPhone, Amazon's cloud, Microsoft's subscriptions. Now Meta is making its biggest gamble yet. The question is simple: will it shape the future? Or fail like the Metaverse? Every decade, a few corporate pivots redefine the global economy. Apple's smartphone, Amazon's cloud services, Microsoft's SaaS model. Meta's superintelligence gamble now joins this list, a binary bet that could reshape global technology, or collapse as the largest AI bubble of the decade. A cautionary past. Remember the Metaverse. Horizon Worlds was supposed to be the future, but the headsets were clunky, the content weak, and people just didn't care. Zuckerberg was almost alone in defending it, and the world laughed. Meta's rebrand to Meta and its Metaverse pivot became one of the most visible failures of the past decade. Horizon Worlds collapsed under poor hardware, shallow experiences, and consumer indifference. Zuckerberg carried that vision alone, and when it fell, so did his credibility as a visionary. The dual vision gamble this time. Zuckerberg isn't alone. He brought in Alexandr Wang, the 28-year-old founder of Scale AI, to help lead Meta Superintelligence Labs. Together, they want to push beyond social media, and into building the engines of AI itself. In 2025, Zuckerberg appointed Alexandr Wang as Chief AI Officer. Wang now directs 4 distinct Meta AI divisions: TBD Lab, FAIR, Products and AMP, Applied Research, and MSL Infra. The dual visionary approach combines Zuckerberg's cultural scale with Wang's AI infrastructure expertise. But as decades of disruption remind us, youth and brilliance are not guarantees of execution discipline. The rise of new markets will start seeing results soon, maybe within a year. Can Meta's AI show up inside WhatsApp, Instagram, or Horizon? Can it make money outside of ads? That's the short game. But the long game is bigger. By the 2030s, new markets will rise at the intersections of AI, biology, trust, and computing, and Meta wants to be the fabric that ties them together. MSL's trajectory cannot be judged on distant horizons alone. Within 12 to 18 months, early signals will emerge from Agentic AI integrated into Meta's core platforms and monetization beyond advertising. Yet the 2030s will serve as the true proving ground, as computation, biology, cognition, and trust technologies converge into entirely new markets. If Meta's superintelligence proves adaptive, interoperable, and culturally fluent, it could become the horizontal layer threading across these industries. Harnessing AI agents plus 6G. This is where the gamble gets real. Imagine AI agents in your life, running on 6G networks. Health agents that predict emergencies and call hospitals before they happen. Concerts that change with your emotions. Workplaces where agents do the paperwork so you can focus on ideas. Cities that run themselves smarter and safer. That's why AI agents and 6G are the true test of Meta's bet. Meta's superintelligence will not be measured by flops or training milestones but by lived integration. Agentic AI provides autonomy, digital beings capable of negotiation, adaptation, and co-creation. 6G provides ubiquity, an AI-native nervous system with holographic bandwidth and sub-millisecond latency. Together, they reframe health into preventive guardianship, culture into adaptive ecosystems, work into autonomous productivity, and cities into responsive infrastructures. These four domains, health, culture, work, and cities, are the barometers of Meta's success. Best versus worst story. The best story. Meta reinvents itself, creating a $4.7 trillion cultural engine, one of the top 5 companies in the world. The worst story. It burns billions, fails to deliver, and becomes the biggest AI bubble of the decade. In the best-case scenario, Meta pivots from ad-based revenues to experience as a service, valued at $4.7 trillion by 2033. A cultural engine where health agents, adaptive entertainment, workplace autonomy, and civic intelligence monetize continuous participation. In the worst case, fragmented execution, capex overreach, trust failures, and competitive pressure reduce MSL to a cautionary tale, the decade's largest AI bubble. The pivot point. The truth is, this story could go either way. Zuckerberg stumbled with the metaverse. Now he has Alexandr Wang at his side. But youth and ambition don't guarantee success. The next 24 months will decide if this is a $4.7 trillion win, or the biggest AI bubble of our time. This pivot represents a binary gamble: cultural stewardship of superintelligence worth trillions, or a repetition of the metaverse mistake magnified tenfold. For the global technology community, this is not a story of certainty, but of contrast. The next 24 months will determine whether Meta stands as a cultural technological steward of the 2030s, or as the author of the largest AI bubble of the decade.